As a judiciary bill, and I take my position and duty and responsibility very important on that committee, I felt like I wanted to give my 2 cents regarding the bill itself. And what I wanted to start off by saying is, there is not one bill that comes through the Judiciary Committee that I don't say, let's sit down, let's work on it. So if there are people on both sides of the aisles that requested this bill, if there are both peoples on both sides of this aisle that are sympathetic to this bill, if you truly want to make a difference, if you haven't learned by now, please listen up. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. But to say that A, B, and C company is ravishing our population. There are programs that are dependent on this. If it's the purview and intent of this body to change that, then let's change it. But so many times I see missed opportunities in this chamber. We say it, we don't do it. Let's work together for God's sakes. Let's make it happen. To call a bill at this hour on the last eve of the night of with the intent of not to vote on it, quite frankly, I think it's disrespectful to the purpose and the intent of the bill. That's what's frustrating to me. And you want to know, on the other side of things, how about the family of the victim that may have had 30 seconds to rush to the hospital, say goodbye before they died as a result of an action of an individual who's in prison? How about the family of the victim that didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye? And I'm not saying that for any purpose to diminish the bill, but it's conversations that have to be had. Because at the same time, there are now programs that are dependent to make those individuals who are in prison, whether for mistake or premeditated actions, to reform themselves to come out. So we can't just simply say, let's give free phone calls and forget that there's literally over $7 million worth of programs, positive programs here, that the DOC continuously says, we don't even have enough money and these people are being released without the benefit of the bare basics to live in society that we want them to prosper in before, unfortunately, for sometimes mistakes, their liberty was just affected. They grew up in prison. There are ways of paying for this. Let's give them the job skills, job opportunities while in prison. Let them earn the $1 or $2, whatever the case is, to actually maybe even pay and compensate a little bit for this. You know what? I believe in hand up, not a hand out. The way this was written was not well written. The intent is phenomenal. Let's work on both sides of the aisle and make it happen. But none of this. It's disjustice to the purpose of this proposal.